Hey, get back.
No way, H.O.G.
H.O.G Podcast. What it do, man? It's your girl, Lil Chad. Yay.
Hey, 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 get back.
No way, H.O.G.
Grind hard for the culture, they placed us behind, so you know we gotta get back. It's a lot of things that you gon' face in this world when your skin color is black. Grind hard for the culture, they placed us behind, so you know we tryna get back. It's a lot of stuff that you gon' face in this world when your skin color is black. Black, 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 it's black, 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 black. Discrimination and hating got pursue all that. Big dog, CEO.
So me $1,000 worth of work. That mean them feet was busted.
That was our women raped and then called hoes. How I'm done, my ancestor taught you how to read. Not to mention all the resources we created. Why they didn't want to see black families together? Would it be too strong with two parents at home? Young nigga better listen to this pimpin'. Don't you ever let the police get you slippin'. Fuck playing with guns, educate yourself. Now lead your son. You gon' treat your lady right if you respect your mom. Otherwise treat the opposition how it comes. You're only a slave if you think you're one, nigga, yeah. Grind hard for the culture, they placed us behind, so you know we gotta get back. It's a lot of things that you gon' face in this world when your skin color is black. Grind hard for the culture, they placed us behind, so you know we tryna get back. It's a lot of stuff that you gon' face in this world when your skin color is black. Black, 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 it's black, black, cheddar. I'm just a king from the south. I had a dream like Martin, I hope I live it out. Hey, black on black crime, it's a new time. It ain't just the opposite, I gotta watch mine. They smile in your face. Yeah, welcome to another episode of the H.O.G Podcast show. I'm your host, man. Shut up.
It's your boy, CEO got it. What's happening there?
Hey, financial, building, ready.
Yes, sir. Look, 3 things we gonna do before we get into this content. Let's keep it prayed up.
Man, keep it papered up.
Keep it hold up, man.
You dig? Was the horn. Again, man, welcome back to the H.O.G show. You know what I'm saying? When we kick it, we talk what need to be talked about every Friday night, 7 p.m. Central, 2 a.m. Germany time. Tonight, the topic is Black created. Very profound topic tonight that we're gonna dive into, man. You know what I'm saying? And just get into what some of the stuff we already know about. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the stuff we know that, you know, blacks are definitely known for creating a lot of things that we don't even get credit for. You know what I'm saying? Simply because we didn't have the opportunity to patent certain things and get the rights that we needed to get compensated from it. So we're gonna dive into it tonight. You know what I'm saying? Hey, segment 1, I want to go off of innovation under pressure. Innovation under pressure. When you think about slaves and stuff like that, right? Slaves and segregation, it didn't stop creativity, but it did force innovation. So let's touch on that real quick before we move on.
Well, I mean, they was forced to learn how
Super, what up,
generate. They were forced to learn how to generate enough to maintain their life, right? I mean, that's what we talk. Innovation under pressure.
Yeah.
You talking about our ancestors was brought here. They had the skills they had. Who knows if the skills they had were those needed to grow the land, grow the cotton, all that. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't finna play with your head tonight, so yeah, I know exactly what you're saying.
So when I think of innovation under pressure, I feel like that's probably one of those things that you should etch in your family's shield, because every black family is built on innovation under pressure. Even if it's, man, how I'm gonna figure out how to get this money to pay these bills and I don't get paid again to the first.
Man,
We innovate, we figure it out, and I feel like we've been forced to do that to a scale that created all of the wealth in this country. We ain't never been paid that.
shout out to the TikTokers that's joining in with us, man. Appreciate it. Just come up tonight. We talking black creative. Black creative. Let's get in here and get some understanding about this too. This ain't a debate, because this ain't a topic to debate about. This is something that we need to inform the culture on and how to strengthen ourselves and go forth. Let's get back to that Black Wall Street. Let's get back to that supporting each other. Let's get back to that being consistent and persistent about, our community, our children, you know what I'm saying, and where they need to go, where they need to be directed. Because a lot of this stuff, man, like Black history, it ain't Black history. Black history ain't a month. Black history actually is world history. You know what I'm saying? They get edited. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of the stuff they don't even teach us about no more in college and schools, and just the regular,
they never taught.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It was a time like when we was coming up, we definitely learned about soft touches of the Black history, but it's only 1 month, 28 days.
But it's always been soft touches. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Rosa Parks.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't learn about Medgar Evers until I was well into high school.
Fact.
And he should have been, if we talking about Martin Luther King, we should have been talking about Medgar Evers for sure.
Jasmine, what's up with it? I don't know if you can share that, John. Got it? You in there? Yeah, come to the panel. Come to the panel, Super. I know you took Black History class, ain't you? Yeah, but just diving into like what needs to be talked about with it, as we just touched on, the innovation under pressure, you know what I'm saying? Like that ain't never made us be worse people than we already are. That actually pushed us into greatness, you know what I'm saying? And
yeah, but it also pushed us into a culture that's synonymous with our culture that we'll never be able to rewrite.
Right.
Because the drug game was innovation under pressure.
Man.
If nothing else was, you talking about a time in the 80s, the early 90s, 16, 17-year-old motherfuckers riding around in foreigns that don't come out for another year. So they done walked into the dealership with cash money.
Yeah.
From doing what though? Poisoning our people.
Mm. What's up with the Super? What you got going on, brother? Yeah, we just having a good time tonight. Just talking about this Black created. You know what I mean? I'm gonna try to get him to share you to our screen that we on, so you can be on the same screen. But you can go ahead and touch on it though. And listen.
Yeah, we're working on it.
Okay.
Is way worse, and it's addictive. And we got to understand, real time, man, it's a lot of followers. And it's addictive. You know what I'm saying? And we got to understand, real time, man, it's a lot of followers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You have more followers than leaders. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, you know what I'm saying? We can sit here and we can come up with many solutions, have good points. You know what I'm saying? But but we're only going to reach a small percentage of the ones who really want to be awake to the truth. You know what I'm saying? Who really want it. So those are the ones I'd rather deal with versus the masses. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because you're not going to get the masses.
Hey,
You know what I mean?
it's
So,
super. It's super.
man, hey, bro, hey, man, this world is crazy out here.
Hey, got it. You got
Hey,
it's something
hey,
going
this is
on
an
over
echo.
there, like real loud. Come for me real quick. Hey, got it. You got it's something going on over there, like real loud. Like echo and everything. Some got to be muted or turned down, one of the two. But I get what you're saying, though. Super real talk. Uh,
For sure. Like, no, it you know, and if I could touch on that while we work on the technical issue, I agree with that to a point, right? And then it don't make sense to me because we have to get together with those of us that have already taken those steps of transformation in our lives, and then we have to collectively figure out how to get to the mass,
Still echo?
how to get to those
Huh?
you
that
got to
don't
shut the
want.
screen back with TikTok on there, though, so Super can be in the room. I got him on the TikTok here where I'm at, my personal jump, but if you want him to be on the main platform, that's cool. Oh, okay. Say what's up, however long you want to kick it, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but it ain't echoing now, though. It's good. Yeah, so we just dived into that, like the innovation under pressure, which was like enslavement and segregation, like basically stating that it didn't stop us, it helped us be creative, and it forced us to innovation. Also, many inventions from necessity, like the survival mode that we been in, and sometimes we still stuck in it to nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Like nowadays, we still stuck in that survival mode, and I feel like in order to get back to that thriving community that we had, like when it was a Black Wall Street thing, we gotta kind of get out of it. We gotta click out of survival mode. Because survival mode, yeah, it did help us become creative and dive into our abilities to do other stuff with our hands, whatever it may have been. Like, you got a lot of people like Garrett Morgan with the traffic light, you know what I'm saying? Madam C. Walker, first self-made female billionaire, you know what I'm saying? They did a lot of things out of their pressure. Their pressure pushed them into the innovation. And I feel like, a lot of times we always talk about blacks created this, blacks created that. And I'm like, man, when you think about it, bro, it's stated that we created a lot of stuff, but why are we not in control of a lot of things nowadays, like in this current time? Being that we created so much, you know what I'm saying? Like, why are we feel like it like kind of like a standstill as a culture in a sense? It,
You know, the first became last, man. You got to think about this. Put it this way. Right? Put it this way, right?
First became last, man.
We
You gotta think
are.
about this.
I'm gonna say
First became
the
last, man.
BLK people,
We are.
man. They're echoing bad, man.
yeah. Gotta just keep that John down. I can hear him in my earpiece. It might be because both of us is on the joint, on the what's the name? See if you hop out of the, hey, gotta see if you take the HOG out of the TikTok live and just share it like how you doing if it was still echo, because I think that's the problem. Oh, you gotta mute HOG on TikTok. Yeah, mute TikTok. Yeah. What's up with it, cuzzo? Appreciate it, man. Y'all tap the hard bar for your boy, man. Get them hearts up there so we can get to that popular live feed. Yeah. Yeah.
So, but you get people, but you get BL people who don't want to, who really don't recognize it. You know what I'm saying?
I know. I know that Johnny again too. But I get what you're saying though. But I think a part of the reason of us being like that, like we are open door culture. Like, yeah, when you think about it, like a lot of foreign people that come to America, they want to come here because of the African Americans, what they see us do from like music to styles, clothes, the way we dress, jewelry, or whatnot. But I say this, and I say this out of like from a clear mindset though, like I feel like we too much of an open door culture. Like we would let anybody come in and have a piece of it, and you know what I mean. And we don't really make them pour nothing back into it. You know what I'm saying? We just so open with just giving it. Now, is that a good or a bad? I can't say. I don't feel like that. You know, we are gatekeeping culture, and it shows. Like now in this community, I mean, in this time in this era, with what we do. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we let too many people just come and become a part of the culture, or we share it willingly, and people don't really appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? They don't appreciate us opening that door like that, and I feel like that's what's hurting us the most as black people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Just want to be what we want to be, and we content. We're not doing whatever. You know what I'm saying? We're not doing right. A lot of us selfish, man. You know what I'm saying? We claim we this and that, but a lot of us really just want to do what we want to do and just live a normal life, bro. And just want to. I mean, it's crazy work. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna sit here and just blame foreigners for for want to be like us. You know what I mean? When I said the first became last. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We are at the bottom because that's where we choose to be.
Right, but we not blaming the foreigners for it. We blaming the culture for being an open
Check.
door culture. That's basically what I'm saying. Like we too open to letting people be a part of the culture, and they don't really give us respect about it. Like I mean, think about the panels that we come across here on the top, to where they not showing no homage to being a part of the culture. It's like, oh, y'all been here all this time and y'all ain't take advantage and this and that. It's like a spit in the face. You feel what I'm saying? So go ahead.
I mean, man, but you just can't blame the culture, man. It's the people who's the head of the culture, man. We gotta blame ourselves for that. You feel what I'm saying? Because the culture wouldn't be created if we didn't do it. You feel me?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Because see, the thing is, man, majority of the time, you gotta teach people how to respect you. You feel me? You gotta teach people how to respect you these days.
Hell yeah.
26, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hell
It's like
yeah.
it's not 17, 16, 20. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it ain't none of that. It's 2026, bro. You feel me? And there is no such thing as we can't come together and do what's right for for our own people. Yes, we can. You get what I'm saying? But you gotta actually reach those who want to do it. Because I'm telling you, bro, the masses ain't gonna want to do it because they are content. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We gotta actually accept truth for what it is. Hey, bro, we can sit here and talk about it until we turn blue and purple in the face. You get what I'm saying? But the ones who really want to do it, hey, we can all link up and do it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. And I'm with that though. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said revolutionary mindset. I always had that since I was a youngin, especially standing and standing on concrete business with the culture and with the people that's like you said that's willing, because everybody is not willing. Sometimes our biggest problem is that we against each other so much nowadays that that's what's making it hard for us to get back to that era where we can be like the Black Wall Streets and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But just talking about like the lack of access to patents, education and different things like that, how it still didn't stop us from becoming great people. You know what I'm saying? Like even though we didn't have the system on our side, you know what I'm saying, when we was in those positions, it still didn't stop us from getting to where we get. But then it was destroyed, you know what I'm saying, and never built back up. And I think it's a lot of elements that come in between there too. Like take Black Wall Street for instance. Yeah, they burnt it down or whatever. We know the government was behind it. And then they said they made promises just like they did to the people over there in Africa when they was bringing the slaves and stuff over here. Oh yeah, you're gonna come over here and work for this, and we're gonna give you this and that on some land and a mule or whatever the protocol was for them to get them to come over here. Um, we stay stuck at that level. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like everything that all of the ancestors, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Madam C, Walker, all these great people that came before us and created things. We're not taking it on and keeping it going. You know what I'm saying? It's like we stuck right now. We stuck at a place to where like we flexing on each other and we not really making sense out of what our culture already went through and to go higher and better than, you know what I'm saying, that situation. I feel like that's enough motivation to do so with coming from a place to where you was shit, you was a low grade person to certain people's eyes, and then you turned that into an enterprise. You know what I'm saying? You turned that into like a high level functioning business or whatever it was. You know what I'm saying? And got to a place in life to where you didn't really need to go outside your culture back then in the Black Wall Street area. They was messing with each other like for everything. Like man, we had banks, we had um, oh, you name it, daycares, movie theaters, all different type of stuff. So with that being so strong back then, like why what's stopping us from getting back to that place like right now? That's the thing that bothers me. That's the thing that stays stuck on my mind. Like damn, like
People are lovers of themselves, man. People want what they want. You know what I'm saying? You know what the thing is with this culture? Everybody want what they want. You know what I'm saying? But they don't get what they need.
yeah,
That could be the problem. You get what I'm saying?
yeah.
Let me repeat that again for the ones in the back. This culture in 2026
Can y'all hear 'em?
what they want, right? And they don't get what they need.
Yeah, I hear.
All right.
You see what I'm saying? And the actual breakdown of that is this right here, bro. We can honestly get back to where we need to be. You know what I'm saying? If we can actually, everybody who really want to do it actually has the resources to do it. You know what I'm saying? If, say for instance, right, me and you, right, let's just say I got my resources, you got your resources, right? How about we can sit down and we can just make out a whole blueprint, you know what I'm saying? And we can combine our resources together, bro, and we can actually make some shape with it. But you have to understand that, you know what, man, you got to understand is that everybody not going to agree with it, everybody not going to like it. So you shouldn't give a damn about how people feel about it. You know what I'm saying? You got to fulfill your purpose, regardless of how people. Hey, check this out, man. That right there would be the problem. People make moves depending on what other people think and feel. Man, fulfill your purpose. Don't give a damn about what nobody say and what they doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you doing what you know in your heart is right, you know what I'm saying, and you trying to do something great for the culture, man, hey, go for it. Push it. You know what I'm saying? And stop giving a damn about how other people feel and what they think.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That right there would be the main problem.
Yeah, that is. Yeah.
It's crazy to me, man.
It is.
No, go ahead, though. My bad, go ahead.
Nah, you good. I get. I was just agreeing with what you were saying. It is like I think that's what hold a lot of people back from being great, having it. Having it worrying about what another person think about you, and that stagnates you in so many ways. You know what I'm saying? Comparison and all of that, because comparison is that shit distraction. One of the biggest distractions. You know what I'm saying? And go ahead.
No. I'm agreeing with you. My fault.
And like what you said in the beginning, you know what I'm saying? Like the social media is a big part of that. Nikki, what's up with the cuz? She said everybody ain't woke. You have to find your people. Real talk. Like, fine, you got to get out here and network and politic this whole geographics to find the people that's likewise, that's like you, because they is out here. Like, a lot of people don't think it's possible, but it is out here. If you make yourself mobile and get out here and be able to like rub elbows with people outside of your comfort zone, like your box, like, you know, growing up in our city, you got to get outside of it to think bigger and to know how to do different things, and you know what I mean, experiment and different stuff like that, because that's how these people did. Like, I mean, when you think about it, the gas mask and things like that, like Garrett Morgan, the stuff that he made, the traffic signal, the gas mask, like those are things that we use still to this day. You know what I'm saying? When you having these protests and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, and you need things to protect yourself from these little gas things they be throwing in the crowd. That's needed. You know what I'm saying? But I don't really care so much about the props of it. I care about like the compensation, and then like it really being acknowledged. Like, this is it really who created this shit. You know what I mean? This who really built this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's not really about like the props are like, oh yeah, you know, we because we can say we created a lot of shit, but what is that doing for us though? You know what I'm saying? Right now, like a lot of young black folks, they don't even know half of this shit. If we can go down this list and name off these people on here: Garrett Morgan, Traffic Signal, Gas Mask, Madam C. Walker, first self-made female millionaire in America, George Washington Carter, you know what I'm Carver, you know what I'm saying? Just like all of the different things that they created, like Lewis Latimer, Lonnie Johnson, Dr. Shirley Jackson, you know what I'm saying? Just a lot of things that they created that we don't take the time to go and look up this knowledge and then apply it to our everyday lives, and you know, the conversations that we get in and stuff like that. I don't feel that we should have to prove it to nobody though, to be honest, because they know, like the real folks, uh, the oppressors and stuff like that, they know who's responsible for a lot of this creation. You know what I'm saying? But it's just been edited, just like a lot of everything that's been edited, like translated the Bible, all of that different type of stuff. I feel like even in it, we have to, like, you have to question certain things before you just say that you solely believe in it, just because it's the right thing to do. Like, nah, you just can't tell me anything, man. I'm gonna have to go research that and read that up for myself, though. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you ain't right about that. I most definitely agree with everything you said. And see, this is an old saying and it's true. If you ever want to hide the truth from somebody, you put it in the book. Man, these folks ain't picking up books. Man, these folks getting on what is it? The Amazon audio, just listening instead of really just picking up a hardback or paperback and really read it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you know, it's real easy to actually paint a picture in somebody's mind to remember versus from words.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
In our creations, in our creations, they ain't side notes. You know what I'm saying? These are like foundations of everyday life. The stuff that these people then created. You know what I'm saying? This stuff is stuff we have to apply and use everyday life. And like a good point that you made in the beginning of the conversation was that like everything that the black culture is like probably the most influential culture in history in the world, period. And like you said, it goes all the way back, man, from hip hop, jazz, blues, R&B, rock, even rock. You think about people like James Brown, Chuck Berry, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's so much different shit that we done did. Fashion, man, choreography, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's so much stuff that we done did that a lot of people take and they take it, they add a little something to it or take some away from it, and then they edit it and put it into the history as something that they created, which is fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Hey man, you want to know how good we actually got it over here? And I'm quite sure you probably know because you actually didn't actually touch grass in other parts of the world, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like I have. You feel what I'm saying? We didn't actually touch different parts of the world. See, in other countries, they can't have these type of conversations. They can't bring this up. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They getting taken down and taken out. You feel what I'm saying? I'm talking about losing of life. Gone. You know what I'm saying? And we over here, you know what I'm saying, where we can actually get on social media, World Wide Web, bro, and we can broadcast the things that we want to say, expression. You know what I'm saying? You know, freedom of speech, freedom of expression, right? And have these type of conversations. And I be hearing people, oh man,
You chopped out.
actually created protesting. Protesting, my fault. Protesting actually came from us. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
And so, but people, man, and bro, people be so focused on gender wars and who got this, who got that. You know what I'm saying? Instead of trying to create something that everybody can benefit off. You know what I'm saying? And you get people out here, bro, who actually have the resources to really change the world, bro, and they keep it to themselves. You know what I'm saying? They keep it to themselves for a reason. They keep it to themselves for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Because, bro, as a culture, right? As a black man in America, bro, we hate on each other too much. I hate to say it, but it's the truth. Hate on each other too much. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And we actually be, I'm going to say feel, and I mostly don't use the word feel, but I'm going to say this too. You know what I'm saying? Say for instance, right? You know, you put me on, right? And let's just say, no, I take that back. Let's just say I put you on, right? I'm going to use myself. I put you on, right? Okay, let's just say I teach you everything I know, and let's just say you actually grew up to be a lot bigger than me, a lot better than me at the thing that I brought you in on, right? You feel me?
Yeah.
Let's just say deep down, you know, I'm showing I'm happy for you, but deep down, you know, I kind of envy you because you surpassed me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See, bro, we have that bad doing it, bro. As black men, we got that bad doing it. You know what I'm saying? We got to stop.
Yeah.
We got to stop that. You know what I'm saying? Because, bro, anybody I actually teach a certain skill to, I want you to be 10 times better than me. You feel what I'm saying? I want to start in lineup. I want, bro, anybody I teach any of my skills to,
What up, Rick?
dead skills and triple it. You know what I'm saying?
Rick, what's happening?
Somebody else. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, got it. Hey, send me the link to send me the link to the messenger so I can get Super in on the panel. I can send him that link and he can come in. That way we won't have that the echo, and then everybody will be involved in the conversation.
Yeah.
I'm finna sing.
I ain't ready for this, for this type of
Conversation. Yeah, for sure.
No. I ain't gonna say conversation. Everybody, bro, listen to this. Everybody is not ready for this type of life, bro. There are people who are meant to do this.
It's in the group.
Bro, we was born for this moment. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You feel me?
Hey, what?
You gotta look at
what's your you do get Facebook, right? I mean, you got what's
I get what?
you got
Hey, I ain't even think you see it, man. You on teacup. You on pause.
Hold on real quick.
You gotta come on pause, man.
He said you can't say FB.
I said yeah, FB. Like you got FB, right?
Yeah.
What's your name on there?
Man, I'm not finna give you that over here, man. I guess I come over there.
Yeah,
Man,
I'm finna send you the link so you can get on the live stream that we on that's pushing out to YT and FB.
I can just go to your page and get it in. And it's on your page, right now?
No, you gotta get the link so you can click on the link and come into the panel. So
Man,
just text
I ain't
me.
giving out my,
Text me. Yeah, text me your name on there in my inbox, and then I send you the link.
Okay, I get you. I'm about to say, man, I ain't getting the information out of
That man timid, that man nervous on it. Hey, with that being said, it's a good time to take a break. Go ahead, send me that. I'm finna take a break, and then by the time you get the link, you'll be able to come in.
I guess. All right, I'm finna drop it. I guess.
All right, babe, appreciate it. Hey, y'all tuned into the H.O.G Podcast show. We're finna take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. We talking Black created. Y'all keep it locked, all right?
I'm blessed, I'm blessed. Thank God for making me blessed. I went through the struggle, I went through the pain. Thank God for making me next. I'm blessed, I'm blessed. Thank God for making me blessed. I went through the struggle, I went through the pain. Thank God for making me next. I'm blessed. I speak to the young and I speak to the youth. If it's not me, then I know it's not you. I'm thanking God because I know I can't lose. I'm praying up so I figure my moves. I'm planning out lessons, I'm taking a quest. It's me versus me, don't know who the best. These words hitting hard, the center is chest. The crown is heavy for whoever is best. I'm blessed, thank God for making me blessed. I went through the struggle, I went through the pain. Thank God for making me next. I'm blessed, I'm blessed. Thank God for making me blessed. I went through the struggle, I went through the pain. Thank God for making me next. I'm blessed.
Walking up slow, but I'm standing on business. A king with the crown, my queen be the witness. Mentally tough, you can't play with my fitness. I value my family, that be the richest. Hop out the whip and I'm blessed. Yes, I cannot deal with the mess. Stress, problems we get off our chest. Yes, God, he gon' carry the load. I'm blessed. Look to the cloud for my energy. Pray my unfeel for my enemies. I hope that you peepin' the synergy. I be a king till they preachin' my eulogy. How can I lose when I'm royalty? Bridges I'm burning, they came with no loyalty. Give me my flowers and feed me my grapes. I'm due for some women this morning.
I'm blessed, I'm blessed. Thank God for making me blessed. I went through the struggle, I went through the pain. Thank God for making me next. I'm blessed, I'm blessed.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. Come on, man. You already know what the fuck it is, man. H.O.G the brand. I'm like, fuck they saying. Cheddar. Ayy, nobody coming close, I move just like a ghost. Almost wintertime. Should I hit them with the project or continue making moves? Let the spectators watch it. Can't overlook this shit, bitch. My grind too obvious. Spontaneous trips, landing on islands. Graduated, no more public housing. Bought a home, the young niggas clowning. Assets don't lead to regret. You better stack up your money and invest in some shit. Entertainer like MC Hammer. What's up with the world? Welcome back to the H.O.G Podcast show where we talking Black created tonight. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what we do after the break. We also always go into birthday shout outs, town being the spotlight. Big happy birthday to my cousin Shamika Stafford down there in West Memphis, Arkansas. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna even say what she turned. She probably gonna get that finger citizen card to the restaurant. So we're gonna I'm gonna need to use that, kinfolk. Shout out to her though for her birthday. Her birthday was yesterday. Also, Kia Buckingham birthday was this week. It's somebody else. Oh, you know what else? A big congratulations go out to Isaiah Hudson. It's one of our young hogs that I always tap in here and there. He worked with me here in the state of Minnesota, and he seen me over the past week and told me that he got married, man. And man jumped the broom, you know what I'm saying? Made it an honest life with his wife. So big congratulations to Isaiah Hudson. Man, you did the right thing, you know what I'm saying? But it's gonna come definitely with some patience and some, hey, you gotta have your head and stuff right, because there's gonna be some ups and downs in it, but you know, good or better, it's gonna be good. So big congratulations to him. Also, big congratulations to my mother. She dropped her book entitled Stronger, Wiser, Better. It's written by Jackie Jerry. That's the author. Books are available right now online. I think I got the link on my page. Also, I have some hard copies when I return back from Memphis over the Mother's Day weekend. So I have some hard copies to sell. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want to cop that, make sure y'all tap in with your boy. And that all falls under the town business because Kia and my mother are from West Memphis, Arkansas. Kia just threw a big party down there and they turned up. It's all over the social media right now. So she definitely coming up and doing her thing. Kia Buckingham, y'all go check out her music, support her, you know what I'm saying? And let's keep it Black created, you know what I'm saying? Black folks creating on all levels, all across the globe. Y'all got any better with birthdays this week?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay. So back into it, man. Back into it. Yeah, so, you know, creativity doesn't come from comfort. It often comes from struggle, as we discussed about, like, the being innovative and stuff like that. The pressure that pushed us into that, and I'm sure a lot of people know of black people that did certain things. You know what I'm saying? But I do got a list of people that created things that we probably didn't even know that they created. You know what I'm saying? The revolutionized agriculture. Who y'all think created that, bro?
Probably some Europeans.
No, sir.
Who?
No, sir.
Hell no.
No, sir.
Heck,
George
sure.
Washington Carver.
Man, no, please don't get me started on that, because I had to explain to this young fella exactly the timeline of how this shit got to where it's at today.
Yeah.
He said some European. Let me
No
tell
folks
you
ain't know
something.
nothing about no
If
goddamn
you
cropping, brother.
Google, if I want you to Google two
They
things.
do.
I want you to Google when the first slave hit North America, and I want you to Google when the first college was opened in North America. And the reason why I say Google those two things is because what you'll learn is advanced agriculture had been going on for probably damn near 200 motherfucking years on this continent by slaves because of what we said. Innovation under pressure.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't know how to do that. They definitely didn't know how to do it on that land, on this soil. Do you know how much different the fucking soil is in Africa than here? It's so much easier to grow shit in Africa than it is here.
That's a great point too, though, Lee. So, like, dive into it. Not just peanuts. We talking like crop
Right. The
rotation.
whole technique,
Yeah, crop
the
rotation.
technique that they charge you $120,000 to learn in 4 years in college now.
Mm-hmm.
Shit they took from slaves and put it in books, like your man Super said. Yeah, and put it in books. Come on.
So with so much fields and stuff that we have right now, even in our era right now, with all these fields and stuff out here right now, do you feel like it'll be hard for blacks to get back out there and create those agriculture situations for ourselves again? You know what I mean? Like, cause plots are available. We can buy plots. You know what I mean? So it's different ways that we can do it.
I spent 4 days on the farm about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And when I tell you it was all hard work, but it was all hard work that my body adapted to at damn near warp speed. It was like I was where I was supposed to be.
What's up, Lundale? Tap into the conversation. Y'all make sure y'all tap the heart button. Repost, share the live.
It was like I was where I was supposed to be.
Yeah.
So I feel like we all don't really understand how we built, because we all like to stay in our box.
Mm.
But when you step outside your box, you learn a lot about how you built. You learn a lot about, because your body can adapt to things that is naturally built to do, you know.
Oh yeah.
So we built to last under pressure. You know what I mean? We built to sit in the sun and get healthy. You know, people don't even understand what the melanin really do. They just talk about melanin. What do the melanin do?
What can it withstand?
Hey,
Yeah.
what do it do? What do it help you do as a person with it?
What's up, Tyser?
You sent him the link?
Isn't that wrong? Yeah, I think I sent it to him. He
He was here when we came back from the break. I don't know what happened.
He was?
Yeah, y'all ain't saying?
Nah. Maybe when he add him to the jump, that's probably why he dropped off. Hold on. Let me see. I'm finna pause this TikTok real quick. I gotta see.
He said he hit you on Messenger,
Yeah.
Facebook Messenger.
Yeah. Yeah, but like you were saying though, you can keep going. Yeah, that's you know, we can withstand a lot with that melanin too, you know what I'm saying? But just
Yeah.
understanding, like, you know, plots is still something that's available, and like shit, you got niggas going out here going half on pounds. You know what I'm saying? You niggas out here going half, spending 1,500 on to go in on one elbow. Shit, you can do that and get you some land to grow fruit and stuff like that on, or burn trash or whatever it may take for you to be able to, you know, get some compensation out of it, or just say you got something that you can own. You can buy plots and hold them down for years until you build up your money, and then build off of it. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of different things we can do, especially in the southern region, especially like down south. Like I know it's some plots down there, John, for the cheap, you know, and I think that's like an investment that we definitely need to start gearing towards, like actually investing into that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because that's gonna be something that you always gonna need. With groceries being as high as they is right now, everything that it takes to survive is at a high cost. So why not build and do our own thing? You know what I'm saying? Why not start growing fruit on your own land if you own it, or even if you ain't? Shit, start growing your own vegetables. That way you can cut the cost on some stuff. All of this, what all these apps that we buy per months and shit like that you subscribe to a month just to watch stuff that you can pick up your phone, watch. Hey, you got to minimize the risk of being broke. You got to minimize spending money. You know what I'm saying? So whatever I need to do to subtract from stuff that's not a necessity, then that's what I need to be doing. You know what I'm saying? To make it better for me to stack and have a capital put aside for me to invest in other different things. Investing ain't just about stocks and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You can invest in so much other stuff, especially us as people. But like I said, it's easier said than done, and you got a lot of people that have them conversations or converse about it, but then after that, there's no action for the execution. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm pushing myself to start growing fruit and doing that type of shit for real. I want to grow fruits, vegetables, and just imagine how much money you gonna save by doing it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's gonna take a little season or two for you to, after you plant that seed, for you to see it flourish and get you enough a nice quantity of what you need. But you know, you growing it from your own ground, from your soil. You know, you ain't putting no added nothing to it or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's something simple. That's it, like an entry level, what we can do to help change what we're going through right now. You know what I'm saying? Because they can only hold us back on shit that they control. You know what I'm saying? You can't control me getting out here and doing the work myself, digging holes, planting the seeds, watering them. You can't control that on my land. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's what we need to start at. Invest into some plots, invest into some land, and get out here and man, get the agriculture thing back popping. Start going take up skills too. Taking up skills like, you know, framing, whatever it may be, concrete, drywall, the HVAC, you know what I'm saying? All these different things that have to do with housing and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep. It is definitely more marketable to have a certifiable trade than it is to try to work towards a fucking 4-year college degree.
Straight up. Black culture get copied, monetized, and rebranded, but not always credited. That's a strong statement right there. That's a strong point. You know what I mean? That's a hitter right there. You know what I'm saying? We do. And that's my whole point of this conversation. Like, that's the whole point of saying that, yeah, we can say, like, okay, Black, we did create a lot, but we've never got credit for what we created. You know what I'm saying? So how do we get to a place to write the credit? To me at this point, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Because it's already been sabotaged. Like, people now already threw dirt on the shit and, you know, took words and took some of the game and changed it and made it their own and stuff like that. But we still the originals. So we still can recreate and do it our way and still be successful off of it. You know what I'm saying? But understanding how to get the credit off of it and stuff too, patent things, the legal way of doing things, like whether it's LLC or whatever we got to do to make sure that we are getting the credit for what we created and not just letting somebody else live off what we started. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Cause that shit right there, like, them for really gorilla pimped. They really gorilla pimped us for a minute. You know what I'm saying? But we back to a place to where we can understand and see the things that our ancestors put forth, and this is where these conversations come into place to where we have to straighten the people that look like us that come here but don't understand the history of us that's been here our whole entire lives, like Black
Yeah.
Americans. You know what I'm saying? So we really have to educate them. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
all for that. Yeah.
We really have to correct them, and it ain't about doing it in a nasty way. But my thing is, like, don't talk on those stuff that you not educated on or that
The
you
way
haven't.
it get done is the way they do it.
Right.
The way
And a lot,
you go about it is the way I'm gonna go about it. So just
yeah,
understand, as long as you civil, I'm gonna be civil. If you
right.
start talking stupid, I'm gonna start talking stupid too.
Yeah. Because a lot of them, they don't understand. They just think that we lazy and but see, my thing has always been this with that. Like, if you weak enough to let a oppressor that you already seen, they deal with the same thing over there in their countries. The only difference is it's the color of people that they are. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yep.
the only difference. But y'all deal with the same shit. You know what I'm saying? So now you come here and then you get all these opinions about shit and want to go into this and that, and you don't really even understand the path and what the road that we took to be safe and be where we at right now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
that's what I don't be getting about the shit. But so if do y'all think that's possible? Do you think it's possible for us to see eye to eye and get an understanding with uh people that's the same color as us but different ethnic backgrounds? Do y'all
Of
feel like
course.
that's possible?
Of course. Of course. Because not all of them are like it.
Right.
It's really more, it's really, in my experience, it's really more of the motherfuckers that they bring it over here now.
Yeah.
That's like that.
Yeah.
Them cats that came over here a while back, they already know what's up.
Yeah, they understand. Yeah, they kind of understand. Yeah.
Yeah, like you can't explain to a motherfucker that for the first 100 years after slaves were freed, there was whole periods in time where certain things was happening, and all of these things that happened literally led to where black people are as a people now. We were tricked into becoming everything we became: criminals, drug addicts, killers, robbers. Because why? Because they wanted to make sure they kept the playing field unequal.
And basically, yeah. So like basically that's why it's crazy, man. It's so mind-boggling to try to understand, like, damn, why did this type of people want black people to not be credited for the work that they know that these folks put in? You know what I'm saying? So with that statement going into like stolen credit and systematic barriers, like many black inventors couldn't patent their work. You know what I'm saying? And the reason is because of the system
Yep.
didn't allow them to do so. You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
that's why, okay, yeah, I'm gonna take your idea. I see what you're doing. I'm gonna watch your every move, A, B, C, D, but you're not gonna be able to go get it legal. You're not gonna be able to patent this. And I'm just gonna take your idea, change a little bit about it, then patent it myself. So it makes me the creator and the owner of it. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like uh educating ourselves on that first. Like, we know we can create, but how do we keep ourselves protected legally? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
With
you
what we
gotta
create.
intellectual property is the answer. And you have your patents, trade secrets, and all that shit, like copyrights and all of that. Like you gotta have those things because that's intellectual property. That's an accountant, right? What you learn is that intellectual property is actually an asset, and it literally has a way that is amortized over the years so that you can trace how much money it made you and all that. But we don't know that because we don't try to learn these things that I'm talking about.
Got a comment in here. Who in here? Jay Scott, what's happening, man?
What up, J. Scott?
What my boy say?
Get a patent attorney, protect your IP, intellectual property.
Yeah. Get a patent attorney.
Yeah.
Facts. And back then, like, I don't know why there was something that wasn't at their fingertips. And I mean, I can't even say that because you had a lot of people. How did the Black Wall Street and all that stuff get created and it blossomed that far without them being patented? So I believe that it was, I believe that some of them had the knowledge and had the,
Well, so here's the thing about Black Wall Street, right? Black Wall Street was actually a genius thing because what Black Wall Street showed you is that black people can do what they dominate, right? What they were doing on Black Wall Street is not only were they building and boosting the economy by using what they had as far as businesses and resources in that area, they were also investing money. They also had a financial advisory going on that was investing money in the actual Wall Street. And they was making money. And this is how they was pouring into the community because they had learned how to play the game that for so long we got to deal with this uneven playing field. But lo and behold, we still gonna catch up because why? That's what we do.
Yeah. Definitely.
So Black Wall Street was actually a couple of different things. It was a situation where they showing you like, hey, when you invest in your community, this is what it can look like. When you trust in what's going on in your community, this is what it can look like. We got our own bank, we got our own grocery store, we got our own accountants, bookkeepers, we got our own, you know what I'm saying, meat resources. We got cattle, we got chickens, we don't need. And I'm telling you, if you take from Black Wall Street nothing else, take from it this. They did Black Wall Street, how they did Black Wall Street, because look at what it is in 2026. We ain't been able to get close.
Hey, so I got a question for you though. Do you feel like segregation limited exposure in wealth building?
Say again?
Do you feel that segregation limited exposure in wealth building?
No.
Why not?
Because as long as we were segregated, we were responsible for teaching us. Right? We were responsible for what we did and didn't learn. We were responsible for where we learned it from.
Big facts.
Today, integration. Yeah, he said Black Wall Street embarrassed the society that tried to keep us suppressed. Hell yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Black Wall Street embarrassed the
Yeah,
society,
it embarrassed the society that tried to keep
keep
us
us
suppressed.
suppressed. Right.
Yeah, that's exactly what it do.
It really agitated them people to a different level. Like
When you,
it brought the hate out of them, knowing that we didn't have to deal with them for anything.
but do you know why though, Joe? Because what? Because this is what is always lost in translation when it comes to conversations about Wall Street and Black Wall.
Yeah.
They
Keep going.
destroyed Black Wall Street with such aggressiveness and such brutality because you got to understand how they was doing each other on Wall Street before they put all of these rules and shit in place. Before there was an FTC and an SEC, they was shitting on each other.
Mm-hmm.
So you tell okay. And you say, well, why do that matter? Well, hell, why wouldn't it matter when you talk about okay, well, these Negroes ain't supposed to be as smart as us. They not supposed to know how to do this like us. They damn sure shouldn't know how to do it better.
Right. And then
What
you
you
think,
mean you ain't gonna be met with brutality? And we done figured out how to do this without ever shorting a man's stock. Like they was John D. Rockefeller got shitted on so bad in the stock market when he was first trying to buy up all the railroads and shit in the United States of America.
yeah,
These boys figured out what he was trying to do. And every time he bought stock, they wrote more.
mm.
That's illegal now. But look at who it was done to before it got illegal.
Hey, do you think they can find anything in history that can relate back to a black person trying to destroy something that somebody else created that he feel like surpassed his invention?
No, we don't do that. Well, we might do it now, but we didn't do it then.
Yeah, I think like to each other now we do it, which is a bigger problem too. But I ain't never get that from a successful black person, especially like in history. I'm talking like going back into that time and thinking about just like the inventions that shaped our life today. Like, bro, the traffic light is something that we use to commute back and forth to work on a daily basis. And that shit was created about that shit was created by one of us. One of our people created that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a genius mindset, bro, to be able to do something that can, because just thinking we didn't have the traffic lights, how much more risk will be for having accidents. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I would say, to me, I would say this, right? Like I remember learning about the traffic light, and I remember that like vehicle crashes was like one of the leading causes of deaths. And I recall that like there was people working on it, actively working on it, but our guy was the guy that finished. I just know that like it would have been probably 3 to 5 more years of vehicle crashes being one of the leading causes of deaths. Because you know, and so it just, what it goes to show you is that like, you know, we can create, and they can suppress us, right? But they not gonna suppress something and let one of them get it when it's really for the greater good. Like the traffic light was for the greater good. Right. So you know, inevitably, yeah, they probably stole it. I think his name was Benjamin Banneker. They probably stole it from him, but it was for the greater good.
And then, like, I mean, the light in general, like, even when you go to the light bulb, like Lewis Latimer, the guy that's possible. I mean, he helped made the light bulb better. You know what I'm saying? Like, better lighting. You know what I'm saying? He made it better than what it was normally created to do. You know what I'm saying? So That's another key factor of what we use in our households, what we use to navigate and get around. You know what I'm saying? That's another pointer. You know what I mean? That that is that is looked past as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And, I
Like I
mean,
said, the credit part really to me don't matter so much right now. But
no,
I'm just saying like our kids and our children need to understand that you come
yeah,
from greatness.
they do.
From greatness, and
They
that
really
you
do.
always be able to
They do.
create at a high level. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
They need to understand that everything intellectual is not whitewashed. And I hate to say it like that because I used to think like that.
I ain't gonna lie, I did too for a
I
long
used to think like that.
for a long time.
Everything that was in it until motherfuckers started telling me how smart I was.
Yeah.
Then it started to change.
Hey, so people like Madam C. Walker, right?
Madam C.J. Walker,
Yeah, my Madam C.J. Walker, with her
she
being
would have
like
been a billionaire in her
so,
time.
so with her being the first self-made female millionaire in America, do you know any like in-depth things of like what made her a millionaire? Can you speak on any of those things to the youth?
So she, if I'm not mistaken, Madam C.J. Walker was her whole deal was hair, and what brought her the wealth was her. It was this thing she made, and what it eventually turned into was a whole product line. And that's why I said it. In this day and age, she would have been a billionaire.
Was it for hair?
Yeah.
Yeah, pull it up for you, guys.
She had an elixir. It was like an elixir or like a grease.
We talking black
like that.
creative tonight.
Yeah, and like it started with this moisturizer that she used for the hair, and it turned into a whole line of products. And I mean it's the equivalent today to like a Mary Kay or a Avon type of situation.
Okay, I get it. I get
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So when I say she would be a billionaire in this time, I'm not bullshit.
Hair conditioners, special shampoos, for the scalp treatment, hair growth, and you know what? Thinking about that, bro, like I've been looking into a more organic type of way of using products and stuff like that, and I was looking at this thing for hair growth, like coconut oil. It's a lot of different stuff you can use. You can boil some rosemary, cloves. It's a lot of different things that we can do right at the house. So it's crazy that you just spoke on it and got it pulled that prompt to list everything, because it seemed like it's something simple, but at the same time, the consistency that she had behind it.
Mm-hmm.
At her to become a millionaire, actually the first female millionaire in America. So that's dope.
Here's crazy. There was actually a lady that stole her motherfucking recipe for the most famous product she made, the hair moisturizer product.
Yeah.
Stole the recipe and was able to make money off that recipe, off that same thing that she was using. And Madam C.J. Walker still came out on top.
Straight up. But see, that's the thing. The patent, like I said, that's the thing that we gotta definitely have our legal shit right when it come to doing this, because a person to make you feel like it, that little stuff like this and that, but the whole time they gold watching. You know what I'm saying? Gold watching and blessing blocking for sure. Trying to find a way to get in there and make it their own. Because they can't create that, but also
take it all together just because we don't concern ourselves with the aspects of the business like that.
Yeah.
We don't. We are more. Okay, if I'm trying to barbecue, I just want to worry about barbecuing. I don't want to worry about how much we charge, and I don't want to worry about how much it costs. I don't want to worry about how much we bringing in. I don't want to worry about how much we putting out. I just want to worry about barbecue.
So with it, man, y'all share the line, tap the screen for me. Feel the hard bar up. Also, since we speaking on people that did this type of thing, who is this? We got up on the screen right now?
That's saying about the lady, the other
That
lady.
stole her shit.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. You fact checking me, bro?
No, he just
Nah,
this for the audience.
arrest.
This for the audience purpose. You know what I'm saying? If they watching us on the YT or the FB, you know what I'm saying? They'll be able to have some reference to it. Hey, also, so take. You remember playing with Super?
Nah, you know I like it when you pull them receipts, bro. I'm shit.
Hey, so let's take it to. We still on invention, like black creative type thing.
Yeah.
And, like as we just said, like
Oh, did I got one that you probably don't got on your list because it was more recent. Like I guess I probably wasn't recent, but like we all played with it like this. So the dude that designed Super Soaker.
Yeah, you talking about Lonnie Johnson?
Yeah,
that's who I was finna get to.
Dude was not getting. Dude was not getting his money, bro. Dude was not getting his money. This man, bro. I know bro. My mama used to love the man, spoil us the best way she could, and goddamn it, water gun was one of them ways.
So what
we
is
had,
Super
bro?
Soaker?
We had the biggest ones for like 4 summers straight. We had the biggest damn Super Soakers your ass could buy.
Man, I give you a story. About this Super Soaker thing. Now, this is dope though. Lonnie Johnson created the Super Soaker. This made our childhoods fun. This kept us out of trouble. This kept us. It was so much different stuff that we did with Super Soakers. I'll give you a quick story. We had the Super Soakers with a backpack. We had the backpack.
Me
with
too. Me and my brother too.
It up right. So it was this street called Barton, which was like a main street to like a neighborhood in West Memphis. And man, my cousin, it was me and like 3 of my cousins, and we always had a cousin that he'd always be like, "Hey man, let's just stay out a little bit more longer." So we had snuck out the crib. We snuck out the crib just on regular like little teenager boy shit, right? So it was these bushes that was like by this crib, but it wasn't on the property of the crib, but it was bushes and like a little gap. You know how them bios be and shit? Like you can walk in between like some houses, but it'd be like a little bio and like a little path that you can walk through. So it was kind of like one of them situations where the bushes was at, and we had this fill up station at an abandoned house, like a house that wasn't nobody staying in. That's where we would go and fill up the water in a backpack and then go back to the bushes on the main street. And it was summertime, so as the cars approached the stop sign, we'll gradually like squirt the water into the window of the driver. You know what I'm saying? Just poor shit, you know, playing. And then we was doing it one night, man, and this dude noticed that he got sprayed and had turned around. Man, we towed ass. I'm talking about we broke out so fast, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And then get back to the crib. And when we got back to the crib, my older sister, we was trying to come in the door. You know, we done had our little fun and stuff. We come back, finna come in the house. She like, nope, mama told me not to let y'all in. She looking through the blinds. No, mama told us not to let y'all in till she get back. Man, next thing what? The corner, and this was on Goodwin, and I forget, we stayed on the corner of Goodwin. It was right by like my junior high school. Man, my mama hit that corner walking slew-footed and swinging them. Hey, swinging them arms so fast had me so spooked. Man, I thought we finna get our ass towed up. She told us she was gonna whoop her, but we ain't getting no whooping, nothing like that. Everybody just had to go home early the next day. But Super Soakers was definitely a big thing in our childhood. It definitely made playing outside fun, especially for young men. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Lonnie Johnson, we definitely
chasing each other around.
Hit the horns for that man.
Man, that shit was lovely.
And that's crazy though. A lot of people don't even know that to this day that was black created Super Soaker, man. So moving on to the next. Who was it? We talked about Louis Latimer, right?
Mm-hmm.
He the guy who improving the filament. The filament. He improved the filament, the light bulb, wouldn't have lasted as long as it does now. So I'm guessing like he put something in it that made it
No,
last
the
than what
filament
it
is
usually
the
do.
filament is what the light is what they build the coil that holds what produce the light on.
Like the foundation of it.
Yeah,
Yeah, like the silver part.
yeah,
Okay.
and what's inside it. But you
Yeah.
know that piece inside of the light bulb is connected to that silver part.
Yeah. So he was a part of improving it, you know what I'm saying, and making it
Yeah,
better. So that's dope on his behalf. Cause like now, if we didn't have that, we'd be around here burning candles and buying candles all of a sudden. I
we're
wouldn't be
burning the
I
fuck
wouldn't
up.
be I wouldn't be surprised if a black person created the candle, to be honest.
Yeah, but you know candles and that shit is like really
Yeah.
been burning candles for like 2,000 years.
Man, how much do y'all think James Brown changed the entire sound of music? You know what I'm saying?
Uh, I don't think he I don't think he changed it as much as Chuck Berry and
Well, Chuck Berry was more of on the rock type vibe though. He laid the foundation for rock.
when I say you gotta understand, right? When they was black, they all played the same. So so granted, yeah. Like you gotta understand, they played the same because they were black, but they inspired different genres of music, like completely different genres of music. Is
Mhm.
what Chuck Berry and who's the other one you said? Because I
Chuck
ain't never
Berry,
had
James
him.
Brown.
Yeah, I ain't never had James Brown as really being an innovator of much. He put some shit together like no other than like being an innovator. Yeah, no. Chuck Berry, different ball game. Howlin' Wolf, different ball game. Them dudes, they inspired the Rolling Stones and the Beatles. It was one more. Gotti, who I'm missing? Chuck Berry, Howlin' Wolf. Who is the one I'm missing?
Chuck Berry. Who you say
They
Chuck
made a
Berry?
movie on them too. Who is the one I'm missing? He's the one that Jeffrey Wright played. I can't think of his damn name. Muddy Waters.
Mm.
Yeah, Muddy Waters. Muddy Waters, Chuck Berry, Howlin' Wolf. Them dudes, them is the dudes. When I think of artists that inspired innovation, them dudes. Because you gotta understand how they was looked at. Every fucking thing they played was the same type of shit. These white boys start playing this shit. Oh shit! Now we gotta call it something else.
Yeah. That's crazy, man. How we had no resources, no ownership, no credit, and still was innovating. You know what I'm saying? Like innovating as hell, doing everything that it took to get us to the
Oh
point.
diddly, 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 diddly. They literally put Chuck Berry in jail so they could fucking steal his. You know the Beach Boys stole a fuck ton of Chuck Berry music. You know that, right?
Mm-hmm. The Beach
They
Boys.
stole a fuck ton of Chuck Berry music and called it different names.
Mm.
Like one of their most famous songs,
We
Surfing
gonna play
USA.
something with my boy.
Surfing USA. Chuck Berry got a song, I think it's called Strawberry Letter Number 23.
Mm. We got to get back to this. We got to. Hey, we're gonna have this. This gonna be an ongoing conversation for it, especially on the TikTok. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be an ongoing conversation right here because this is something that need to be. This conversation gotta be held, and people gotta understand like what Black created, and then so that we can continue creating though. But the only thing what we're gonna do is we're gonna structure ourselves to get the business stuff right of it apart, right of it too. But you know what?
Exactly.
I feel like a lot of times these LLCs and shit like that, because I know I had people in my family that was innovators and that was, you know, you can get it off the hustle. You can get it off your hand, your natural abilities. And a lot of times when you understand that you can be a boss on your own and the amount of money you can make without involving the LLC or the government in your business, you know what I'm saying? That's I think that's what they don't want us to. They don't want us to do that. That's why they create the. If you make this
is when you don't get that LLC, when you don't protect your shit.
Yeah.
When somebody figure out what your comparative advantage is, they can take it, and it ain't shit you can do about it.
Exactly.
It's not about how much money I can make saying fuck this government and fuck this paperwork. Everybody want to say fuck this government and fuck this paperwork, even these white folks.
Right.
The thing is, when you start a business, most businesses have what you call a comparative advantage. That's something that I do well in my business that don't nobody else do in their business. That's the same. If you don't protect your business, i.e. LLC, i.e. copyrights, i.e. patents, somebody can come in, work in your business, figure out what your comparative advantage is, take it, and fucking use it. And it ain't nothing you can do. So now they making just as much money as you, if not more, because hey, people
off of something you created,
right?
Off of something you created and you didn't want it. So I get that part of it. But do you get that part of it too, though? Like I feel like that's something that takes away from the compensation as well, even though it's something that's legal and you can be legally right about some shit, because it's probably some people that did that still get played on the money side of things, if you think about it. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
It's for real. It's some people that still probably got paid.
I feel like there's the perfect world, and then there's the real world, right? In the real world, you protect your business with paperwork, because if you don't protect your business with paperwork, people can take your shit. Period.
Take it and do whatever they want.
Yeah, like they can take your shit. They can take everything. They can do the exact same shit. And if you ain't got it on paper, guess who is gonna be protected when it come time to, oh, this motherfucker took my shit. He doing the same. I mean, so like, yeah, it's. I get it. That the paperwork and all that make taxes and fees and all of this shit a thing. But I'm gonna tell you something. I would much rather pay them taxes and them fees and all that other bullshit than to watch a motherfucker come in my shit, learn my shit, take my shit, and be able to go do something with my shit. Because that will make me want to do something to a motherfucker, especially when I ain't got no legal avenue to handle that shit now.
So that's a good point. But building back up to the Black Wall Street type of situations, and I keep saying that because I feel like that's a power point for our culture.
That's our linchpin.
Yeah, and it's
legendary. We'll be fucking doing something.
It's legendary and it's a legacy. Because think about if that one destroyed, we would have a capital to go to. We would have a place to go to that people would accept us without discriminating against us from this and that. So
Black Wall Street hadn't have been motherfucking destroyed. I promise you, the business school I went to would have been a motherfucking HBCU, and I wouldn't have motherfucking stopped. I would have motherfucking finished, because it's a motherfucking HBCU. It's motherfucking black people. It's motherfuckers that understand me and ain't trying to coddle me on some shit I don't need to be fucking coddled on.
Yeah. So how do you feel like, I'm talking about like, so say for instance, getting back to that, like, because as we said, it is a percentage of people that think like us and that's willing to do and not just say. It's people really ready to put in action plans and really get to this point to where we got a lot of business minded people ensuring ourselves and sharpening ourselves and getting back to that place to where we deal with us, we build our own businesses and community and stuff like that. But another thing to that, getting back to the Black Wall Street type vibe, is protection too. So speak on what are some steps you feel that we need to take to protect ourselves on the, the defense side of things, not just the legal LLCs and stuff like that, but so they won't be able to destroy another Black Wall Street like they did as the one in, Oklahoma and a lot of other different places in America.
Well, in all honesty, bro, I mean, like, I put it like this. I appreciate you giving me the flow to speak on it, but any of us could have spoke on it, because it ain't, it wasn't never nothing like Black Wall Street getting destroyed. Wasn't never nothing like it wasn't legal, bro. It was all racist. It was all hate. It was all brutality and aggression and jealousy. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. I mean, if we want to talk about how could we protect that, if what happened didn't happen, then yeah, is copyright, is copyrights, is patents for your whatever algorithms, or like special types of data analysis that you use, like techniques and shit. Those are the things that you can actually patent, right? Like back then, it wouldn't have been a system. It probably just would have been something that they wrote down on paper and they just kept applying it to something over and over and over, and it worked. You can patent that thing that you keep applying over and over and over, and can't nobody else use it.
But this is what I'm saying, though, bro. I'm not talking about the patent and the LLC and legalizing the business that we create. I'm talking about how do we protect our community. Say, for instance, this radius that we get, that we built all these black businesses. How do we
be ready to kill shit when it comes?
That's what I'm saying. How do we
you gotta be ready to kill shit when it comes?
Okay, that's what I want to hear.
Fucking way.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to hear.
Look, bro, these motherfuckers were scared. They were scared. They were scared to protect themselves. Like I never understand. I never understand how you can make a man scared to protect himself.
But this is the thing about that, though. So with the Black Wall Street, you're right. It's a lot of people that were scared to protect themselves.
They were scared to protect themselves.
But it was a small percentage. It was a small percentage, because those black dudes, they was generals and like different type of things in the military back in the day. They stood when this stuff. Because what happened was that little boy was on the elevator. Some people know the story, soft touch, that the boy was on the elevator with a white lady. The elevator went in up. However, the boy fell over on the lady. She supposedly said that he did something to her, took advantage, whatever. So they get back to the police station. They come for this little boy and say that we need him. They went to his mama's house and all that different type of stuff. The black generals that was standing on business and had guns and could protect, they went in defense of the little boy, like, nah, this ain't gonna happen. Like, this didn't happen, this and this. So they were still for. So I get what you're saying, but I feel like it's gonna have to be more of us that was like them 4 black men.
And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. When I'm saying they were scared, I don't understand how a motherfucker can make a man scared to protect himself. They couldn't defend that shit on their own. But if they had everybody, they would have been just fine.
Right. And a lot of us still would have died, because you got to think about come on now, like, ain't no way a city that was thriving that hard get bombs dropped on them from the sky. So the government had input in it. So a lot of us still would have died, even if we was strapped up to the max, because you don't get black people that get these Air Force Ones that can fly and drop bombs and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Think about it like this, though. Think about it from this perspective, right? From the perspective of, okay, if 50% of us
Make sure I ain't getting no.
came in this thing, if 50% of us came in this thing and we fight for this thing, then we done planned for that, right?
Mm.
If 80% of us came into this thing and we fight for this thing, we done planned for that, right?
Mm.
They had something like 1% that was trying to protect the other 99%. There was no way this was going to ever work.
Right.
The reason why I say it how I say it is because if you go into that and you know for a fact
Need it right there for
that
me,
if
guys.
you got 10,000 motherfuckers, 5,000 of them motherfuckers gonna fight, you gonna plan for the most effective fight that 5,000 motherfuckers can exact.
Right. So good point on that though. And like just speaking on educating our people like on how to be prepared for when we do get back to this phase of greatness, you know what I'm saying? On how to protect ourselves outside of the patent, outside of the LLC, outside of the paperwork for the business. We talking about like as each other. So
Learn how to shoot.
So that's gonna
Learn
mean
how to shoot.
that's
Practice
gonna mean
shooting without ear pro.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's gonna take being vigilant. Like we're gonna need watchers. We're gonna need people that watching who coming in and out of the communities and communicate that to the people before they get too far into our zone to where we can't do nothing about it. You feel what I'm saying? Because I feel like a lot of people probably wouldn't. I mean, you can only be so vigilant when you get bombs dropping from the sky. Now, if you on the ground, we gonna handle your ass.
I mean, nowadays, bro, we can protect wherever we go, however we need to, because they can't take the technology that's available away from us, and more importantly, they can't take away from us what the three of us can do together.
And then you know what else happened? You remember they said, okay, so even with this legacy part, what he said today, the Tulsa race massacre is remembered as one of the worst incidents of racial violence in U.S. history, and the Black Wall Street has become a symbol, both Black economic success and the injustice that destroyed it. Now, this is what they said. They said that they was gonna, rebuild stuff and give stuff back. You know what I'm saying? They was gonna refurbish it, right? And after them saying that, they started building highways and doing constructing for highways to go through the area, where it was thriving it for Black communities and stuff, like you say, 35 blocks. You know, we had movie theaters, all different types of shit.
Everything. Bro, you didn't have to leave. You didn't have to leave the area to be entertained. I can look, bro. You can take your lady out for your anniversary, and you can go take the kids to have a good time. In the same community.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't got to plan 2 trips to go over here and go over there because the kids want to go do this, but babe want to go do this. No, we say, hey, y'all go over there and go do that. We finna go down here and go do that.
Right. And they was coming across and saying like they noticed it. Dang, these people ain't coming across the railroads to mess with us for nothing. And they was coming approaching, like trying to come over there and like sneak in and see certain stuff. And the Black head dudes of the community was like, we don't need to go nowhere else. We good. We ain't messed up about you. And that's why I asked that question earlier in the conversation. Like, do you feel that if we was in that position, would we treat people the way that we were treated? And it's a simple no, because you already saying that we've been in that position and didn't do nothing about it because we thought that you may have this amount of money more than me.
A white man would kill a Black man for trespassing, no question. A Black man is going to at least give a white man a chance to answer for himself. But we are the ones that get compared to the furthest thing that we are from as humans.
Right. And it's crazy.
So you do realize that people with melanin in their skin cannot be traced back to no type of ape. How they say that man evolved from
Hey.
ape? No, we don't have none of that.
It's I forget. I was just watching some on there too. It's a certain type of chemical or some type of balance that comes from it that's in them. That's in them. So they're more closer to the ape than us. And if it was a question to
No,
even
they
ask.
are fully descended from it, and we are not. Period. No, it's the truth, man. I don't give.
I forget what they call it. It's neurothal. It's something. It's a term for it. You got to look it up.
No, and what it is that makes us different from is neuromelanin, actually.
No, I'm saying like
that's how they. No. That's how they.
I'm saying
how
from
they
the
trace
ape, though. From the ape.
No. That's no. What I'm saying is how they traced, how they were able to determine that we originate
from that,
from a human species, not an ape, not a species of apes. It's because of the melanin that we have in our body. That is not found in no form of fucking ape.
Man, it's some good conversation. Now, guess what? We gonna keep this like when we go over the TikTok. I'm gonna have this prompt like, man, on a regular, popping it up and out, because like this is a conversation that need to be like constantly in people's face. You know what I'm saying? So we can understand how to get back to that place and how to understand. Even in black business, like right now, like you said, it's a lot of barriers that we deal with that those people back in the days they didn't deal with because they had more respect for each other too. Now in black business, like, you know, you got people that's competing like they Burger King and McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? Like, and not, you know, in a bad way though, not a good way, not a good competitive thing. It's like, you know, it ain't
terrible.
Yeah. It's not we're not in the same space that we was back then. You know what I'm saying? So if we continuously educate and get on here and come up with pointers and different ways, that's why I spoke on all the things we spoke about tonight. Like, how can we protect our community when we get back to that space without how can we protect ourselves outside of the paperwork? You know what I'm saying? And you made some good points on that. You know what I'm saying? With us, just hey, you got to be ready to go. You got to be ready to do it. You know what I'm saying? Pull it up again. Pull it up again.
My bad. I'm watching the late game.
Pull it up again. He said, goes to show we work twice as hard to get half the credit. We can't let these accomplishments become a lost language. Facts. Big facts. Man, Black history ain't just a month, it's a foundation. You know what I'm saying?
Can I say this though? On is my closing remark?
Yeah.
I heard when you and Super was talking, and I did what y'all was saying. But I'll say this, right? Like, to his point, he talks about those that want it and those that don't, right? And I get that. I fully get it. And I'm always back and forth in my head with that thing. I'm always back and forth with my heart with that thing. Like, do I keep doing this for the masses, or do I suggest that we kind of do this a little bit more niche so that we can, you know, actually get something out of it for ourselves, you know, financially, right? Listen, when you consider who we are as black men, especially if you ain't incarcerated, especially if you can get a job or you have a job, especially if you know how to do something with ease. You gotta understand that are what we call the exception to the rule. Because I don't know if y'all know it or not, but there's a timeline you can follow. And if you follow it like I followed it 100 years from when slavery ended. And do you know what I was able to determine that was going on in all of them 100 years after the first 100 years slavery was over? There was literally something going on to destabilize
What's up
and
with it, boy?
destroy
Tap
black.
the hot for your boy, man.
And what you gotta understand is, as time got more towards the 19 and we into the 70s and the 80s and shit like that. Now they not so much lynching us and beating us the fuck up and spraying water hoses on us and sicking dogs on us and shit. Now they really writing these rules so that we can't get what the fuck we need. You see what I'm saying?
Mm.
So when you start writing rules and creating programs, right? And you creating programs with malicious intent. Like, I don't even think people understand. Section 8 was created with malicious intent. Food stamps and welfare, all of that shit was created with malicious intent. Housing developments, that shit was created with malicious intent. They was trying to figure us out.
Hey, I want to throw something in there on that point though. Again, Black created Fred Hammond. It was a program to where they was giving food to the communities and stuff like that. That was infiltrated and somebody took that,
Bro,
added some stuff, took some stuff to it, added it to the system.
Fred Hammond.
Yeah,
that should tell you everything about what he had going on.
Yeah, but what I'm saying,
killed this man.
But you see how they related to Black all the time about the food stamps, and even foreigners that come over here that don't understand welfare and Section 8 is two total different programs. That's not the fucking same. Welfare is a total difference. Then Section 8 go off of a percentage of your income that you make that's based on what you gonna pay. Welfare is when you don't have a job or you may be a vulnerable adult or something, and you have to use that as a way of making it through. You know what I'm saying? But like you said, go ahead and finish. I just had to throw that in there that a lot of people didn't understand that Fred Hammond, they was feeding our communities. And it wasn't considered food stamps. It wasn't considered a bad thing because we were supporting our own kind through that program that he created.
And all we was doing to make it happen was just encouraging us to invest in us.
Come on, man.
You know what I'm saying? So
continue to do that. I got two questions for Gotti too before we when you get done.
Yeah. All right. So just I'm gonna speed it up so we can stay on time. All right. So, like I said, you got programs created with malicious intent.
Yeah.
Before that, it was okay. Any job that you can have, what they call it, non-skilled workers, right? The whole reason why you had booms in the population in cities like Chicago and New York and some of the states out west, right?
Yeah.
And then what happens all of a sudden? Now we're not building cars in Detroit no more. All right, the bridge is through being built in Memphis. All right, the railroads is done. All right, and then we outsourcing all the maintenance and all the parts, and we gonna build these cars in this country, and we're gonna do this in this country. And so now you create this environment where yesterday all these men had to do to make sure they was providing for their family to show up to work on time and make sure they were there Monday through Friday to get that check on Friday at 5 and go home and take it to that woman. So we done went through a whole, they took the job. And it matters because they know we didn't have shit else. You see what I'm saying? Like we didn't have shit else. And he said, oh, well, the white men suffer like that. Bullshit. Bullshit. Because even when they wasn't American, even when they was Irish and German and all that other shit, just because of this, y'all fuck with them. Y'all still didn't fuck with us. So don't give me that, oh, the white man this, the white man that. That's bullshit. Y'all took that shit out this fucking country because we was figuring out how to survive.
And crazy thing, they don't even tell you what's the percentage of the people that do receive welfare. It's definitely not the blacks that receive the highest proportion. So let's keep that in point two. But Gotti, did that complete what you needed to get off, Lee?
Yep.
All right, got it. So why do you think certain history gets left out?
Credibility, accountability. Pretty much sum it up. History getting left out. They don't want you to know. There's a lot of things out there that don't look like us, but it's really us.
Man,
it gets left out by a lot of ignorance, a lot of uneducation. You know what I mean? Like black people in the past not being able to read and write, but that didn't mean their brain wasn't working. That didn't mean they weren't intelligent. You know what I mean? So the credibility got passed on to the owners.
Okay. That's a good point. And second, but not last, and you can incorporate your closing remark in this too. How do we take back ownership in our negative? I mean, of our narrative.
I mean, it's gonna start with the turning YNs into productive citizens. Like we doing what we supposed to do, and we got the mentality to do like the podcast like we doing now. But if the youth ain't following it, then you know it's a dead end street.
Right. I feel like that's too, like starting with the youth, you know what I'm saying? But it is a lot of young brothers that's out here that do get it together, just like the people that's willing to do something about what we at as a culture, you know what I'm saying? But it's just a small percentage. But I feel like, you know, sometimes you have to muscle your way into stuff, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes people don't, it ain't that they don't want to do it, it's just they got to see somebody else do it first. We see that all the time. You see what I'm saying? So you got a closing remark you want to add in there with it, and then I'm gonna get mine, and we can exit this out. I think I'm gonna hop on the talk and continue this conversation for a little bit.
For me?
Yeah.
No, I don't really have no real closing statement.
Okay.
It's a lot of
this ain't a conversation you really close out.
It's a lot of. I mean, it's a lot of.
And, you know,
we creating something every day, all day, but we don't have it. We don't have the structure to really help it be seen. As far as somebody doing it first, it's black billionaires out there, but you don't see them, but they doing it. People see them, but it ain't changing ish. They pump it back into us. Like Black Wall Street.
But you know what, bro? You say that, but it's not. I don't think it's just that. I think it's also the fact that it's also the fact that we have not come together as a culture to make these little hurt black boys think that shit is possible. We have it. We have it to advertise and explore, but we not trying to make them think that it's possible. We just trying to support their bullshit behavior.
Right. Well, like I say,
if it ain't basketball, we ain't making a shot, huh?
Right. Like, yeah, if it ain't outside of the comfort zone, like that's common though. The basketball, and not to say that it's not like we ain't good at it, that we can't be productive off of it, but that's the only thing we see. That's the only thing we're interested in. You know what I mean? Yeah. So like we stagnated like in that area. Like we're not trying to be doctors or educators or educate ourselves on things outside of what's common. But anyways, though, like Black History, it ain't just a month, it's a foundation. You know what I'm saying? We're not just a part of the story. We wrote major chapters in this thing that we call life. You know what I'm saying? And the thing in the everyday stuff that we use was created by Blacks. You know what I'm saying? And we have to really take heed of it and really know where we come from so we can know where we going, get down to the root of who we are. And it's not really about color to me. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about credit or nothing like that. It's just about getting back to where we need to be so that we can make sure that our children and their children are good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The question isn't what we created.
A lot of shit before we do that. This shit gonna have to get burnt down and built again.
Hey, I know, right? But the question the question ain't what we created. You know what I'm saying? It's why are we not taught what we created? And that's my closing remark. You know what I'm saying? So I would say to all young Black folks, man, go and educate yourself on some of the people we talked about tonight. The people that we listed within the inventions and, you know, the innovators of our culture, even through pressure. Go and research that. Go and dive into it and educate yourself on what was done, who created the traffic lights, and, man, all different type of stuff. It's going to be so much stuff pull up when you go and dissect it that you're going to probably be surprised that, you know, because a lot of this stuff ain't getting taught in school right now. You know what I'm saying? That Black History is a 28-day month. You know what I'm saying? And we are a foundation of this country. We are a foundation. We come from people that help build the foundation of this company. So, this country. So do yourself a favor by going to educate yourself on it, the knowledge of where you come from, the roots, so you can understand where you're going. We ain't always got to be gunslingers until it make sense to do so. Like, you know, when it comes to this
we wasn't even the first gunslingers. Tell that shit if you gonna tell it.
Yeah, facts. We were throwing hands. We wasn't
the first gunslingers. We beat niggas up.
Yeah. We want guns were created by somebody that was scary. And I ain't digged into no history to speak on it. I just feel like, you know, think about it. It's so easy to shoot and pull a trigger. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to do so. So I'm gonna get up out of here with it. Right? We appreciate y'all for tapping in. We already know we go out like we came in. Y'all know what that is, man. That's prayed up,
papered up,
and poured up, man.
All right, man. We out of there. We'll catch y'all next week. Peace.
What's up with the hoes? What's up with the hoe gets? What's up with the hoes? What's up with the hoe gets? What's up with the hoes? What's up with the hoe gets? What's up with the hoes? What's up with the hoe gets? I said pray, I'm pepper, they no pole, that's a move. I stay pray, I'm pepper, they no pole, that's a move. I stay pray, I'm pepper, they no pole, that's a move. I stay pray, I'm pepper, they no pole, that's a move. You know auntie mama thumbing up, it's H.O.G, we coming up. They like, subscribe, and share. And it's about time we run these numbers up. Ain't nobody coming with the topics and the fly hitting. They been trying to duplicate the show. I guess they in they feelin'. We don't care. Impact over license, how we do it here. Come and get some gamers internationally spitting here. Minnesota and the Kansas, we got ties in Germany. Guests from Pakistan and Singapore, they rock with H.O.G.